What's up, beautiful people? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Book haul going on. So I have some book mail and some things I want to talk about. There's at least 17 books. Some of these are mine, some of these are not mine. So let's go ahead and get started. Should I do Barnes and Nobles too? Let's do Barnes and Nobles. So, who would I be without a receipt in a book? Honestly, the best bookmarks ever, right? Let's just be honest. I have some books that I purchased. Most of these are from books that I purchased at the library sale, but some of these are from Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, etc., etc. This is just me catching up on, because I want to put them on my shelves. So this is just me catching you guys up on what I've purchased. I will have a Waterstone book depository book haul coming up soon. I bought Steel Tie by Natalie C. Parker. This is the sequel to Seafire, which I don't know much about. Honestly, I got these for $1. So I won't give the synopsis for the second book because it will be a spoiler. I have no idea what it's about. The cover is cute. You know, I guess. Found it for $1 and I bought it. So there's that. The first book that I got from the library haul is Black Brother by Joel Parker Rhodes. He also wrote Ghost Boy, which I do have. It says, framed bully, dislike, but I know I can still be the best. Sometimes 12-year-old Dante wishes he was invisible. As one of the few black boys in Middlefield Prep, most of the students don't like him. They don't like him, dubbing him as a black brother. Dante's teachers and classmates make it clear that they wish he was more like his lighter-skinned brother, Trey. Ooh, I don't like that. So that's this one. The next book I got is Ken Follett, Never. Everything in the Morning. The Evening and the Morning. This thing is heavy. Oh. What is it, 800 pages? It shouldn't be this heavy. What? It says the new must-read epic master storyteller Ken Follett, more than a thriller. It's an action-packed, global-spanning drama set in a present day. Every catastrophe begins with a little problem that doesn't get fixed. So says Pauline Green, President of the United States, and Ken Follett, nerve-wracking drama, international tension. A shrieking oasis in a Sahara desert, a stolen U.S. Army drone, an uninhabited Japanese island, and one country secret to slash the deadly chemical poison. All of these play a role in the relentless escalating crisis. Okay. That kind of sounds good. Anyway, that's this book. The next book is going to be Death of a Green-Eyed Monster, and I honestly think this is by MC Beaton. I honestly think that this has multiple books to it. This just came out this year. I don't want to know the synopsis of it, but the cover looks like this. So the next book I have is one of my favorite nonfiction books. It's called Limitless. It was blurred by Will Smith. Jim Quick knows how to get the maximum out of me as a human being. Upgrade your brain. Learn anything faster and unlock your exceptional life. Let's talk about motivation, purpose, energy, focus, studying, speed reading, thinking. There's a workbook to this too that I need to get, and I know that I can write in this book. There's parts in here that you can actually write and follow along. I listened to the audio. The audio was set up like a podcast, which I really, really loved. It was just exceptional. I think when you're talking about focusing and staying productive and whatnot, how to maximize your usage and your brain capacity, this was an amazing book. I really, really enjoyed this. Again, I gave this 5 stars. The author had a brain injury, and now he can memorize everything. I still haven't got there. He has tips, even like waking up at 5 in the morning and like strategies and stuff like that. So, love this book. I'm so glad I found it because I did not have a physical copy, and I do now. So, the next book I have is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Let's see what the synopsis is, because I know this one's going to break my heart. I know that, so I can handle a lot of content warnings. I can handle a lot of triggers, different things like that. But something about children and doing adult things that they should not be doing with their bodies, that's one thing that I can't get jiggy with. That's my only content warning that I cannot still consume as a reader. Little kids doing grown-up things. I cannot. So I think this is going to have that. I think that they're a teenager doing something sexual, so I don't know. We shall see. My Dark Vanessa is a hard story to read and a harder one to put down. A well-constructed package of dynamite, Stephen King. Exploring the psychological dynamic of the relationship between precocious yet naive teenage girl and her magnetic, manipulative teacher. A brilliant, all-consuming read. 2000, a bright, ambitious, yearning for adulthood 15-year-old Vanessa Wyme became entangled in an affair with Jacob Strine, her magnetic and 42-year-old English teacher. It was 75 cents. I work in education. I don't like it. Anyways, we're moving on to the next one. Stuart Neville. This is The House of Ashes. In the world of modern crime fiction, Stuart Neville is a supernova. Okay, maybe. Here, now, till I tell you. Sarah Keene's husband, Damien, has uprooted them from England to move to his native Northern Ireland for a fresh start. In the wake of the nervous breakdown, Sarah, who knows no one in Northern Ireland, is jobless, careless, and friendless, but a prisoner in her own house. The blood-soaked old woman beats on the door, insisting that the house is hers before being bundled back into her care facility. Sarah begins to understand the house has terrible history her husband never intended for her to discover. As the two women form a bond over their shared trauma, Sarah finds the strength to stand up to her abuser. Mary, silent for 6 decades, is finally ready to tell her story. So this is definitely a thriller that I'm looking forward to. Is it a thriller or a mystery? I want to say it's a thriller. That's this book. I look forward to reading it. Okay. Never Saw Me Coming by Vera Kayan. Whew. Just butchered that, didn't I? You should never trust a psychopath. What if you had no choice? It would be easy to underestimate Chloe Survey. She is a freshman honor student, a legging-wearing hot girl next door who also happens to be a psychopath. She spends her time in yoga lattes, frat parties, and plotting to kill Will Beckman, a childhood friend who grievously wronged her. Chloe is one of the 7 students in her DC-based college who is part of an unusual clinical study of psychopaths. Students like herself who lack empathy and can't comprehend emotions like fear and guilt. The study requires them to wear smartwatches and track their moods and movements. I cannot wait to read this. I don't want to know more. We got a psychopath college student. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I cannot wait to read this. Oh, I cannot believe I got this for $1. So this is the last adult book I believe I have. This is Colson, Whitehead, Harlem Shuffle. Ray Carney was the only slightly bent when it came to being crook. To his customers and neighbors on 125th, Carney is an upstanding salesman and reasonably priced furniture, making a decent life for himself and his family. He and his wife Elizabeth are expecting their second child, and if her parents on Stryver Road don't approve of him or their cramped apartment across from the subway tracks, it's still home. Few people know he descends from a line of uptown hood crooks, and that a facet of normalcy has more than a few cracks in it. Cracks that are getting bigger and bigger all the time. Cash is tight, especially with all those installment plans. So his cousin Freddie occasionally drops off an odd ring or necklace Ray doesn't ask where it comes from. He knows that a discreet jeweler downtown who doesn't question either. Okay. I look forward to reading this. I've been wanting this for a while. I found it at Costco, but I'm so glad that the library sale was having this on sale, and I picked it up for $1. Win. Okay, so the next book I have is The Great Big Book of Feelings by Mary Hoffman, and again, it's the children's book, so, you know, book about feelings. Another Joelle Parker wrote, Ghost Boys. Only the living can make the world better. Live and make it better. 12-year-old Jerome is shot by a police officer who mistakes his toy gun for a real threat. As a ghost, he observes devastation that has been unleashed on his family, his friend Carlos, and his community in the wake of what they see as an unjust and brutal killing. Jerome meets another ghost, Emmett Till. Emmett helps Jerome process what happened on a journey towards recognizing how historical racism may lead to an event that ended his life. Jerome meets Sarah, the daughter of the police officer, who grapples with her father's action. Once again, Joelle Parker Rhodes violently weaves historical, social, political layers into a gripping and about how children and their family faces complexities of today's world, and how one boy in particular, who never had a chance to grow up, comes to understand American blackness and the aftermath of his own death. Baby, this seemed like it's gonna be a good time, okay? This seems like it's gonna be a good time. I do gotta go in and like take the stickers off the books, but yeah. The next book we have is M.E. Breen. This is called Dark Wood. Okay. Amy looked frantically towards the forest and then back at the approaching light. Then towards the forest again. The forest belonged to a kinder stock. Whatever the people of Door County took by the way of lumber, the kinder stock took back in livestock and human life. The thudding grew louder until she could hear the crunch of stones under her uncle's boots. She looked down at the cats. They were sitting just within the ring of light from her lantern, staring up at her calmly. Oh, not this, anything but this. She opened the little glass door, and the lantern blew the light out. The darkness roared over her, a landslide, an avalanche. The black air is heavy as the earth filled her throat and blanketed her lungs. Her eyelids, too, felt heavy, as though caked with darkness. In the effort, she still closed her eyes and opened them, but there was no difference between the two. I don't know. It's a children's book. Okay. This is one, so I bought a lot of middle grade books because I love reading chapter books at night with my kid. So, she can read them, but she hasn't got to the point where she's reading several hundred pages. She's usually reading something smaller like this. This is called The Wishing Tree. The Wish Tree by Catherine Applegate. This only has 215 pages. So, you know, smaller books. Trees can't tell jokes, but they can certainly tell stories. Red is an oak tree. It is many rings old. Red is in a neighborhood wish tree. People write their wishes on a piece of cloth and then tie them to red oak's branches, along with a crow named Bango and the other animals who seek refuge in Red's hollows. The wish tree watches over the neighborhood. You might say Red has seen it all, until a new family moves in. Not everyone is welcoming, and Red's experience as a wish tree is more important than ever. Funny, deep, warm, nuance, and this is Catherine Applegate at her best, writing from the heart and from a completely unexpected point of view. Second video today, and I'm starting to lose my voice, so let's go ahead and continue. Magic School Bus, The Truth About Bats, so we got this as well. Rose and the Lost Princess, we got the first book. I don't know where the second book. This is the second book. We got the first book and the second book I don't know where we put the first book. The next book we have is Ways to Make Sunshine by Renee Watson. I love Renee Watson's books. This one, Ryan Hart could be anything and do anything. Ryan's name means king and that she is a leader. And she is determined to keep growing in the name her parents gave her. She is all about trying to see the best in people, to be a good daughter, sister, friend. But Ryan has a lot on her mind. For instance, Dad finally has a new job. Though the money is still tight, that means moving into a new/old house and Dad working night shifts. And while the 4th grade travel show is coming up, Ryan wonders what talent she can perform on stage in front of everyone without fear. As even more changes and challenges come her way, Ryan always finds a way to move forward and shows that she is the girl who knows how to glow. This is so cute. We have this book everywhere in our classroom libraries. Renee Watson has made a huge impact on my classrooms that I work with, and so love that. The next book we have is Jungle Book. We all know what Jungle Book is. We all know what it's about, you know. So, got that. The 2 books that I picked up from Barnes & Nobles. The first is going to be Solo Land by River Solomon. I do not want to read the synopsis of this. I don't want to know what it's about. All the receipts. Again, who would I be without receipts in my book? I'm sure it has to do with something sci-fi because it's Rivers Solomon. So, Rivers Solomon is an auto-buy author for me, and I plan on getting every single book. So, the next book I have is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. This is a psychological thriller. Look at her. Look at her. Take a look at the author. Take a look. She is stunning. I don't want to know about this either. That's a psychological thriller. Then next I have is Mail. I did a pre-order for El Penelope. And I want to show you guys what I got because I opened it just to make this video easier, but this is stunning. This is the cover of the book. So it is a poster. Love that. Let me see. What else is in here? There's an envelope. I think that's it. Guys, if you see all these books that I have on the floor, it's insane. Ooh, we have a sticker. So, A Savage City, that's the name of the book. So, I have a bonus scene. I'm not going to share that because I've already read the book, and the book was a 4-star for me. Death is the beginning of her survival. Again, Savage City by El Penelope. This is a so El Penelope does publishing, but she also publishes her own book. So she is a self-published author as well. Young woman must impersonate the princess of a clan of shifters in this thrilling paranormal romance. And that's exactly what the book was about. This is so cute. It's a book plate, and it says, Briecherie, Dreams of Dragus? Dreams of Dragon. I don't know what that means. Look. Maybe it's dragons. I don't know. But that's what it says. It's a book plate. So that's definitely going in my book. Thank you so much, Penelope, because, not that she's going to watch this video, but, I love this. Now let's go ahead and get into the Amazon book. So the first one, this is The Rage of Dragons. And I know I have the second book. Yep. So Evan Winter, Fire of Vengeance and Rage of Dragons. This is a duology that I am planning on reading definitely this year. It's happening. This is book 1. This is book 2. I got the paperback version because, you know, team paperback. These are some chunky books, but I plan on reading them. they are going to be a good time, so I got both of those. This stack is getting bigger and bigger. 2 more books. This is Zara the Windseeker by Nettie Aquafor. This is a very tiny book. They have it in hardcover, and I kind of like the hardcover better, but, you know, got this one. Nettie Aquafor is an automatic auto buy for me. It says, when I was born, my mother took one look at me and laughed. She's a Dada, said the doctors, looking surprised. I can see that, my mother replied with a smile. Okay, so Dadas, I believe, before I read anymore, I believe Dadas are kids who are born with locks in their hair. Okay, so I went to a book festival, and I'll go ahead and link the card, and she was telling me about it because we were talking about her freeform locks. Her locks are down to, like, her legs, like, way past her bottom, and she was telling me about it. So I believe Dadas are kids who are born with locks in their hair, and that is some type of sacred, magical superstition. Not trying to offend anyone. I just don't know. I don't remember. So in the Oyo Kingdom, children born Dada are rumored to have special powers. Special powers. Zara Sanami doesn't know anything about that. She feels normal. Others think that she's different. They fear her. Only Dari, her best friend, isn't afraid of her. But when something begins to happen, something that definitely marks Zara as different, and the only person she can call is Dari. He pushes her to investigate, edging them both closer and closer to danger until Dari's life is on the line. Only Zara can save him, but to do what she'll have to do to face her worst fears alone, including the very thing that makes her different. So it did not say that Dada has locks in her. I think Dadas are kids that are born with locks in their hair. So got this. It's super, super small. But she's an auto-buy author. The next I have came from Canada. I already have a book. So it came with a key, and that is amazing. I love this. It says Best Wish. I cannot wait to put this on my bookshelf somewhere, and take it out the package and put it on my bookshelf. The next book I have is the EOS Key, and this is the signed edition. Are you kidding? DM. Are you kidding me? DM. You did not tell me I was getting this. Whew. Okay. I'm going to look at the cards in a second, but let's go ahead and look at the signed edition. So this is the physical book that is signed by the author that I purchased this off the author's website. It says, the EOS Key, Winter Blood, Book 1. Bree, your reaction to my story was a dream come true. Thank you for taking the time to get to know Aaliyah and Eric. Oh! First of all, it's signed. Don't we love a good signed book? I have one that is not signed that I bought off of Amazon, so I have both books. One will be given away, and actually, let's go ahead and do that giveaway today. But before we do the giveaway, I want to look at these. So this is Aaliyah Carter. This is the main POV. Okay, giving Black Girl Magic. I see a message on the back, so let's go ahead and read that as well. Bree, your review of the EOS Key brought me to tears. It was everything that I could have hoped for. I can't thank you enough for your support. DM Lowry. Don't make me cry. Shoot. Okay. This is the main POV. She could see her growth in this book. She is literally a regular girl who then discovers more about herself, discovers more about her family. She has a love interest with Eric. There's another message. Oh, God. I'm not looking at the cards. I'm not. So, she has a love interest with Eric. He is the second POV, or second main POV. He is a vampire and falls in love with Aaliyah, and their story goes on and on. As she's discovering more about her, he's discovering more about her, more about his family and different things like that. Things that are, a lot of things are covered and whatnot. And so it says, Bree, you are a superwoman. You are a mother, a creator, and an inspiration to many. Thank you for everything you do. Don't make me cry about videos. I will fight you. Okay? This is Aaliyah and Eric together. Aren't they cute? Can we talk about those braids? The signature is on the back. So you just flip it. You just flip it like this. And you have a signature. So this is the unsigned edition. And I will go ahead and put this signature card of Eric and Aaliyah inside the book. And I will be doing a giveaway of this. This book, I will go ahead and read the synopsis like I do any other book, or most of my books I give synopsis. After a failed attempt to end her life, Aaliyah Carter leaves her childhood home to become a waitress in the state's most prominent hotel. Traumatized after her mother's death and is silently grappling with her pain until she saves the life of a mysterious man who reveals herself to the world of true magic and terrifying wonder. Eric is a vampire ward, sworn to protect all of the creatures in his city. After centuries of heartache and loneliness, he finally is ready to end his existence. When fate brings them together, and fate does bring them together, okay. When fate brings them together, Aaliyah is irresistibly drawn to Eric's world, where witches and vampires are more than a childish story. Together they discover she too has incredible power running through her veins. And she do. Okay. A strong black woman, okay? And she's more than that. She's more than that. She's definitely special. A power so rare, every creature in the city will kill to get their share of it. Will Aaliyah allow Eric into her life, into her heart? Will Eric be able to defy destiny and keep those he loves safe? The EOS Key is a dark, magical story that will keep you spellbound long after the last page. Okay, this has witches, vampires, and werewolves. If you do not like that, please do not enter the giveaway. I want someone to have this book that will actually enjoy it. Please do not enter the giveaway if you do not like vampires for whatever reason, or werewolves. You know, we all love witches. But if you don't like those other things, please don't enter it. I want someone to have this. This is a self-published book. Deanne Lowry has been an amazing author. She has been an amazing friend on Instagram, and just keeping up with me and my family and daughter, and like her words of encouragement. I love her as an author. The fact that she put all of this into this book, it is beautiful. Look at the spine. Look at the spine. The author herself has just been amazing. I love her. She's inspirational. She's such a beautiful soul. She's a mother. She's a wife. And now an author. She has put so much into this book. The audio is amazing. You can check the audio out on Audible. Each POV has their own narrator. So there's 7 narrators. Tell me what author is doing that? Not many, right? She put a lot of money into this, and she deserves her fucking flowers, and she's gonna get her flowers from me. This is a 5-star read for me, and I will definitely be reading this again this year. I have the audio on Audible. I bought 2 books. Like, I will support her in everything she does. She is an autobi author for me. Again, look at her. Look at her. She is beautiful, first of all. So this giveaway will include the card of Aaliyah and Eric. Oh, the card of Aaliyah and Eric, with the signature on the back, and the book as well. If you want the audio to the book, you have to download it on Audible or her website. So go ahead and check that out. The giveaway, what we'll do is, this will be a giveaway for, let's do US and Canada and Mexico, right? Northern continent. I'm sorry, our international friends. But to qualify for the giveaway, definitely subscribe, like the video, and also leave a comment down below of your favorite vampire TV show or your favorite vampire book. I want to know. And then you will be entered into the giveaway. I will go ahead and announce the giveaway. I'll put the date below because I'm not really sure. But I definitely want to give this away to a subscriber that's definitely going to enjoy it, enjoy the author's writing, enjoy Eric and Aaliyah as much as I do. And I cannot wait for you guys to read it. This is going to be, you know. Anywho, this is on Kindle Unlimited. If you do not win the giveaway, you can also read the book on Kindle Unlimited as well. So, yeah, definitely. I hope you enjoy it. Go ahead and enter. But that is it. That's all I have for this book haul. I would show you the stack. The stack is way too big. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you like this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.